Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Richie here. It's pretty ridiculously late, and I have made a video for you guys that is a little bit different. And as of now, I'm pretty indecisive about whether I should upload it or not. But if it does get uploaded and you're seeing this, it is going to be different. If you want a Minecraft video, just go and watch one of my other Minecraft videos or someone else's Minecraft videos. In a few days, I will have plenty more of them for you. And of course, as always, thanks for putting up with me and the various things I do on this channel. You guys are awesome. I hope you watch this video, and if you don't, you're still awesome. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Richie here, and today, America. Things have happened in America, where I live, and nobody's, or at least not me, and the people I know, are really very pleased with them. For those of you who have been living in a hole underground, the Donald has been elected president of the United States, which is leading to a very, very interesting, confusing, and slightly terrifying situation. So today, in this little short video I'm making, because I really don't have the heart to make a Minecraft video right now, I am just gonna talk, maybe vent a little about some things relating to this election. There are a few things I just sort of want to talk about and get off my chest, and hopefully you'll join in the discussion, down in the comments, in a logical and rational way. You guys have been really, really good at doing that, actually. This channel is perhaps the nicest YouTube channel I've ever seen. I'm not talking about the content, but I think I've only gotten, like, one hate message in my entire life, and it didn't even swear. So this election, as probably all of you in the world could tell, has been a vastly debated one. Both candidates were basically disliked. In the end election, Clinton won the popular vote, but lost the electoral vote. And it was a really, really tight race. The results only really made themselves clear at about 2 in the morning. I stayed up until then to watch them, which made a very interesting, tired Richie being in school the next day. And in my school, I have to say, it was a very, very mixed result. Some people were very sad, and others were very happy. And now we're coming into the opinion time, and you guys know I generally refrain from expressing any political opinions on my channel. My Twitter might be a different story, but today I'm gonna change that just a little bit. So like I said before, there are gonna be opinions, and you might not agree with them, but you know what? Debate builds conversation. Debate is one of the most important aspects of our society, and the fact that everyone's basically been screaming at each other all election is not good. And I'm not saying there wasn't great, insightful conversation between parties. I'm just saying, when it did happen, it didn't make its way to the surface. How do these spiders float? How do these spiders float? And unfortunately, at least for me, that's almost what Donald Trump represents. This block in politics where we fight rationalism with insults and rude remarks. And he shares, at least in what I've seen, the same opinions and methods of interacting I've seen in a lot of my fellow students. This very essentially hateful speech that is callous and rash and very unconsidered and also very offensive. Trump getting elected is a big deal. And while I hope he'll be a great president, this person, and I know we can get debating on the details here, but he's openly racist, and not just like I say some racist thing. He says them in public. And to me, just the way he conducts himself is racist and sexist and frankly downright terrifying. That we have a leader of our country that is like this. And it's scary, but not to all people, but to a lot of people I know. This was almost the appeal of it. I live in a very rural, very isolated community, and a lot of people there have said that, you know, Trump's just a normal guy. I once heard someone actually say, why are they giving him all this crap for the things he says? Everyone behaves like this. I don't even want to comment on that, but that's a little telling about my town and the world. And it's really funny to see that after all of the progress that we've made through laws, through civil rights, through our culture being more connected with the world than it's ever been, with the internet, being able to talk to people across the world and play games with them, that rampant racism and sexism and just those things are still issues, and they really are. Like, in my town, to put a little context behind what I said before, I hear people talking like what Trump describes in his own words as locker room talk in my town all the time, and most people consider it completely common there to do that. I hear it every day, and I'm sure in most parts of the world it is heard every day. But, you know, generally when I hear something like that, I think, oh, you're a misogynistic asshole, and I never want to be around you, even if that's a percent of our country. The fact that we've elected that percent, that person there to represent America, it really reflects how far our country still has to go. That these things are still issues today. And I know that in this election, the options weren't good. Half the people said, I'm going to vote for the lesser evil, I'm going to vote for Hillary, and the other half said, I'm going to vote for the lesser evil, I'm going to vote for Trump. It was a matter of perspective and what was seen as worse, because Clinton was not free of scandal or mistakes in the past either. But you know what? America's chosen, and we've chosen this person as the apparent lesser of two evils. We now are gonna have a president who wants to build a wall between the US and Mexico and ban Muslims, who doesn't believe that global warming is real. A man who according to studies, lied just about half of the time in his campaign. And the good news is most of the things he's promised will never be completed. And he knows that. I think he's perfectly aware that banning Muslims is unconstitutional, or at least constitutionally shaky, and that building a wall will never be financially secured. You're never going to get the money in order to do that. And even if you did, you would have to pass these bills through the Senate, even with a Republican majority, an almost impossibility. And once again, I think Trump knows this, but he's catering to the lowest common denominator because that's what he can do. That's how he can get his support. And seeing what we've seen so far, it looks like it worked. Man, am I cheery today. And you know what? That's what America's looking like right now. I don't think it will be horrible. I don't think the world will end. We have a very strong balancing system in the government, which, for our history, so far has ensured that no one grabs complete control and does horrible things. And I know a bunch of you are going to disagree with me, and if you're still watching this video at this point, that's completely fine. If you want to have a conversation in the comments about what you think this means, how you think this is going to play out, please do talk to me, because I love debate. I love conversation. And just one of the facts that we couldn't get through this debate, logically speaking, that this election season was basically America screaming at each other, sort of disappoints me. I know that's what the internet's like, but it doesn't have to be. It can be this wonderful forum for discussion and debate and rational conversation from both sides. And you know what? I don't think anything bad is going to happen. We have a very strong country and a very transparent government. And honestly, you know what? I hope Trump's a great president. It would surprise me, yes, but I'm not in a fight here to win. I just want to see good things happen to America and everybody be happy. I doubt that Trump will be a great leader, but you know what? If he is, good for him. But I would predict that these next few years might be a little bit hard. If you're a minority, if you're of a different religion or sexuality, you know that prejudice exists, and prejudice is a lot more common than most people would think or want to believe. And electing essentially the figurehead of that is going to send a message to America. And while this election was a tough choice, it really showcases the problems America still has. The fact that racism and sexism still exist and are out there, and that ignorance is still out there, and the fear that ignorance creates is still out there. So, ladies and gentlemen of America and the world, I hope you like this video. I completely understand if you don't, but if you have a different opinion than me, instead of just hitting that dislike button, I mean, you can go ahead and hit it right now. I'm not stopping you. If you've got this far, go down and tell me what you think in a reasonable manner, because I want to know the other side of this. And like I said, I'm a 16-year-old. There's a reason you don't vote until you're 18. And while I don't really like Trump, we need to come together as a country. Bickering more on Twitter is not going to help us. We need to come together and work together and empathize and be compassionate, and that's just about the only way we can find solutions. And that's gonna be it from me today. I'm not entirely sure I said everything I wanted to. I may have been a little off at certain points. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna edit this and see how it comes out for you guys. If this video was choppy, oh gosh, it might be choppy. We had a problem with that last time. Then I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do, but I think I'll still upload it anyway and maybe like slap some other graphics over it. What would I put over this? Especially with the Skyrim sound effects already in the background. I guess you'll find out if it was choppy. And until the next time, guys, please go out there and be compassionate and be nice and give someone a hug for me. But until the next time, guys, this has been Richie, and I'm out. I'll see ya.